Okay, it's 10 o'clock, New York time, April 30th, and we're going to take a quick look at some of the trades we've executed with the trade copier, and then what we could potentially expect through the rest of the trading session and then leading into the close. So we're looking at the Japanese yen futures. This is the 1 hour time frame. We saw quite a bit of strength over the last few trading sessions down here with this bounce, taking out that key resistance level here relative to this time frame on the 1 hour time frame. It didn't close. It was about 6 hours ago or so. I was waiting to see if it was going to print something that looks like a continuation breakout trade. It ended up printing the signal candle, but it doesn't mean that it's going to stop here. So the question that I received is, it looks like it's sort of topping out here and finding some resistance, and I'm expecting that after a few pullbacks and the consolidation range that it could create right here, and maybe another retest of the lows, it will probably continue and trend up higher. That target up here is where I'm expecting it's probably going to settle or fall just short of. Now, again, this is the 1 hour time frame, so I'm going to go to the daily chart, and this way you can see what's going on here on the daily time frame. So with the daily time frame, this is not the same chart that I was showing and projecting before. I'm just sort of toggling through the settings here from the daily to the 1 hour, but the indicators that I use to try to identify potential bottoms and tops, reversals, breakouts, trending moves, things like that, this is not the same chart template. So I'll show you that in the next update. But what I'm trying to draw to your attention here is that this is that same range of support that we were trading off of last week. Now, when I was trading last week, dollar yen, there were fewer trades for me, but what I was looking at was this support level here. Now, even though we had another retest of that low and it tested, I think this was March 5th low, it's still moving higher. In other words, that we're still seeing Japanese yen strength. We're still seeing a lot of volume with it. I had mentioned that last week there was a breakout signal candle and a reversal with more volume on that particular day than we had had for 30 days, meaning that I would expect more yen strength, which is exactly what we're seeing here. Now, what I need to do next is calculate how far it's likely to go before it runs into some kind of resistance. In other words, when am I going to stop trading the dollar yen, expecting it to go sideways and flat? So again, this is the daily time frame. We're still seeing more continued strength here, which is supporting the moves on the dollar yen. But again, I can't exclude, and I'll go back to the 1 hour time frame, these choppy little retracements and pullbacks here. So if we're trading the pullbacks, we need to know how far they're going to go, and we can't hold on to some of these trades indefinitely, because it does look like the dollar yen, I'll go to the dollar yen chart now, it does look like the dollar yen's finding some temporary support. So I couldn't expect a complete reversal. I still think that it could spike up a little bit and then turn around and come back down again. It may move up to the 111.60 area, or possibly even the 50. Some of these the pivot points are, I got S1 here at 53, the pivot point at 71. It's possible that it could move right around this range and still not alter the overall trend on the daily time frame. But we'll take a look at that at the end of the day as well. Dollar Swiss, I'm not doing anything with the dollar Swiss just yet. Now I took two trades here with the trade copier. It was a breakout move here on the euro dollar to the upside. I closed that trade with a profit at the same time that I was trading the pound dollar. The pound dollar also created this breakout move to the upside. So here is the pound dollar 1 hour time frame. This is, let me click on that. This is the euro dollar 1 hour time frame. I traded both of these to the upside with profits at the same time. So I get the question with the trade copier, how many trades do I have open at one time? And it's not typical that I'll have two trades open, but when I see two trades working like this side by side, you never really know how far one is going to go compared to another. It could be, for example, with the pound dollar, this one took off. After it really started to pick up that momentum, it took off a lot faster than the euro dollar, as you can see here. This is the euro dollar, this is the pound dollar. When I get signals that are according to my trade system, I'm going to execute the trades as often as I possibly can. It's going to give us an opportunity to make anywhere from 30, 40, 50 pips to 100 pips. It really depends on how far that particular strategy goes or what the targets are. So with the HL30s or reversals, very often I'm going to be earning anywhere from 20 to maybe 40 or 60 pips. With the breakout trades, I'm going to be earning 55 pips each. And there really isn't anything that I change with the breakout trades as far as the take profit levels other than possibly scaling out. So I'm flat both the euro dollar and pound dollar. Those work perfectly. It was just a matter of holding them through the late Asian session and then into the London session and closing those trades out as they started to reach some of these resistance levels for take profits. So again, both of those trades worked out really well. Dollar yen right now, again, looking like it's sort of finding a temporary support level here. Possibly, I can see all the divergence. So this is my reversal chart. This is a 30-minute time frame. And you can see with these lows here, we've got a lot of divergence here in the CCI indicator. Bandwidth has definitely turned down, indicating that at least this part of this downtrend here is temporarily over with. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to see a total reversal in the trend. It just means that at this point this has stopped or slowed down. It's a matter of now waiting for the next opportunity. Going to a 1 hour time frame, there's a bullish engulfing candle. Bandwidth has also turned down to the downside, again indicating that this downtrend, again this is a 1 hour time frame, that this part of the move to the downside is over. Again, it doesn't necessarily mean that the trend is going to shift. I need more confirmation than that. But it is warning me, for example, if I was short the dollar yen, where would I decide to stop trading it and lock in profits? Usually it's going to be a take profit level on the chart. So if I've got like a Fibonacci extension target, or if it's a breakout, it's going to be 55 pips. Sometimes if it's inside a consolidation, I'll use psychological levels. At the same time, I also want to be paying attention to these charts, these reversal charts, because it will warn me usually when price is sort of bottoming out. I'm going to be doing the same thing with the dollar, with the Japanese yen futures, and then also with the dollar index to help me sort of get that cross confirmation that the market's likely to slow down or maybe even reverse. So I will set up another update at the close, after the close, actually after the 5 o'clock rollover, and we'll take a look at possible HL30s and then the daily time frames to see if some of these support and resistance levels have held. So if you'd like me to execute these trades for you, if you'd like me to use the HL30, the continuation breakout trades, you're sort of following along with some of my videos and you want to get the opportunity to use some of these trades, I can execute these trades for you when you set up the trade copier. It's an EA that is installed onto your MetaTrader 4 platform. Very easy to do, very easy to install. If you need any assistance with it, we can help you. And then I execute all of these trades and manage them straight to their take profit levels, just like you see here on these charts. Again, looking for opportunities intraday. Most of the trades with the trade copier are going to be day trades. I very rarely will use the larger time frames other than to confirm the overall trends and support and resistance so that I can definitely execute a reversal with confidence. Sometimes you can find it, sometimes it's going to be an intraday move that might be an old support low that it doesn't necessarily show up on the daily time frame yet until some time has passed. But I don't use daily time frame stop loss. In other words, I know a lot of other trade copier services will use maybe 120, 150 pip stop loss, something to that effect. I never use a stop loss like that. I mean, it's just not necessary. I'm day trading with this trade copier so that way we can get in, get out of the trade with a profit within the same day. Sometimes it'll take a little bit longer. Sometimes I have to hold on to a trade through a couple of trading sessions. But every single trade that I execute is exactly what you're going to get into your MT4 platform. Even if you're sleeping, I'll be there managing the trade. I don't walk away from my trades. I don't add to losing positions. And we always close every single month with a net profit.